Hi, did you know I do a video for every sign every month? Oh, this is Mr. Persnickety here. I guess he wants out. I guess he's run out of patience. But I'll do a good reading for you every month. So if this is not your sign, go to my webpage or go to my YouTube page and pick out your month. All right. Thank you. Bye. Hi, this is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. How are you today? This is the horoscope tarot, the tarot scope for September of 2026 for all Taurus people out there. Boys or girls, men or women, doesn't matter. And, oh, this is the table that uses a horoscope diagram in order to read your future. It looks like the Babylonians made it round, well, like the universe, I think. Okay, the maps are all round. And each one of these spots in the circle are divided off into 12 slices, just like a pie. It's like a big pie you would get at Costco. And so there's a category for your health, work, romance, children, money from other people, those kinds of things too. So it'll be fun. You'll like it. And my friend Link prints a calendar every year called A Year and a Day. He likes to research, I call it antiquities, but it's more like gods and goddesses of previous religions, just for the heck of it, because there are a lot of them. Okay, so what I got here today is something kind of interesting. On September 13th, well, for one thing, there's a monkey god festival in China. Wow, I'm glad I don't have to have a monkey god festival. I thought kids were bad enough. Okay, so now, it also says here, sacred fires lit in Egyptian temples. Sacred fires lit in Egyptian temples to honor Nephthys. 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 Queen, oh, wait a minute. She's protectress of the dead and queen of the underworld. So, in order to honor the queen of the dead and the queen of the underworld, they had a big shindig on September 13th every year, according to this. Well, let's all have a party. I think that'd be fun. Let's call it the Queen Nephthys. We're going to protect the dead. That sounds like Halloween, doesn't it? Okay, so I have the Robin Wood deck shuffled, cut, and blessed. So we are ready to start your reading. Taurus, ready, set, go. Well, maybe not. Okay, first house. Wow. Oh, this is about what you're thinking about right now. And what you're thinking about right now is, okay, so I'm betting $1 you're going to go visit old friends and relatives you haven't seen for a while in this summer. Because these are playmates. And they're coming together to exchange gifts and be together and have a good time. So right now, your mind is filled with, well, joy and anticipation and anxiety about seeing people you haven't seen in years and years. Okay, that's what I'd say. Second house, oh, it's your own money. Oh my gosh, look. What is this? So, there are two people in this money house. Does this mean that you and your spouse or you and a partner of some kind have plans? Let's pretend you decided you're going to have a plan and you're going to save money in order to go to China at the end of the year. Or how about Egypt, so you can go to the Queen of the Dead Festival? Want to do that? You can do it next year. Too soon to plan right now. But anyways, so these two are in cahoots with your money. This doesn't look bad. I don't think anybody's stealing your money. I think you have plans to share your money, trade your money, pool your money, and have a good time with it, because this is the Two of Cups. These people like each other. And this is the Six of Cups. So they like each other. So we're having a warm and cuddly September. Third house. Wow, why are we getting all these good cards? What are you doing, Taurus? Okay, ready? Are you ready? Third house, communication. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not allowed to do it. Oh, no, my tech crew will take care of this. Anyway, the lovers in your third house. The third house is communication. That means yakety yak yak yak. That means emails, telephone calls, short distance trips, texts, you name it. Phone messages, letters in the mail. And recently, well, you know what? This is coming out in another month, but Mercury is retrograde in July. And I don't know about you, but I couldn't get my computer to behave no matter what. That's what happens when Mercury goes backwards. But anyway, not going backwards now. So listen, so this tells me you all are speaking to each other with kindness and love. So good. So all y'all, a lot of y'all are experiencing a period of peace and kindness and love with their family and friends. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, but you're having a good summer according to these cards. Let's see what happens now. Fourth house. Oh, he's still a good summer. This is a person who is in the traditional definition of this card is he's been to a war, he's been to a battle, and his side won. So he's come back to town to be applauded and bestowed with gifts from his grateful villagers. So, what's going on with your house? Something good is happening in your house. It's either full of people you love. There's a lot of work. And it's also, you may be working on it to embellish its beauty. Oh, did that come in? Okay. So we're experiencing, your emotional life is pretty good right now, Taurus. Well, I hope that goes for everybody. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Romance and creativity. Now, what's going on here? Okay, so the moon is sort of kind of like an untruth teller, because you know what, the moon doesn't really have a light. We all think he shines in the sky, or she, but she doesn't shine. She just reflects. So she's kind of like a fibber. Now, that's number one. Number two, the moon is also your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, your psychic impressions, your ability to lie and pick out who is lying. So don't be surprised if some of these people that you love might tell you little fibs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is romance and creativity. So somebody of your are going to tell little fibs in order to smooth the way, let's see, grease the wheels, let's see. And I don't feel like it's going to do terrible harm. I mean, I just don't feel like it. It might work out to be an event for yourself that they're keeping secret. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is work and health. Look at him. Look at him, as they say in the South. This is an excellent card to have, and it is in your 6th house. How lucky can you be? 6th house is work, I don't know, and health. Now, I don't know why the Babylonians took one house and split it in 2 major categories. But when it comes to work in the 6th house, it basically refers to general housekeeping duties. You check off, you did the email, you answered telephone calls, you phoned all the people you needed to phone, you got your emails in the mail, and things are going good in that department. And hang on a minute. Oh, when it comes to health, it means similar kinds of things. Do you exercise? Do you eat right? What is it that you participate in? Do you take vitamins? Because all right, I can also say this. If you have had a scare or you're just tired of being sick, the tide's going to turn. Okay? The tide is going to turn because this is a really happy card and a really good card. So we're expecting future good things to happen at work and future good things to happen with your health. Okay? Let me see now. We got 1, 2, 3 major arcana already. So now we got the 7th house. 7th house. Well, but wait a minute now. Here's the 7th house of marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Now we have a little squabble going on here. And Miss Taurus or Mr. Taurus, this is you fighting off these people down here. But however, you have the upper land. You're at a higher elevation. So you have the advantage over these people who are trying to knock you down because you're above them and you got a better aim, right? So there might be some reasons to say no to somebody. It might come to that. You might have to say no to somebody. But you've got the authority and you've got the final word and everything will be okay. That's your 7th house of marriage partnerships and business partnerships. So there might, it might not be terrible. I don't think it is terrible because if it were terrible, hang on. Oh, it would leave me with a different feeling. That doesn't do that. Okay, so 7th house. 8th house is money from other people. What we have here is a guy who's in a hurry. And we have somebody who is refusing to see. Now, so this would indicate to me that you may have heard a rumor or a truth about a inheritance that might be coming your way. Now, when it comes to 8th house of money from other people, it means inheritance checks, income tax checks, lawsuit checks. What else is left? Insurance checks, should I say that? And this is your thoughts about how fast you need that money and what you're going to do with it. But now she's pretending she can't see it. And maybe you don't know where the money is coming from, and you don't know when the money is coming from. And right now, even if this person right here is refusing to see, really, maybe it's because, if you see that you're not getting an inheritance, it would be really sad. Maybe you want to avoid the disappointment. However, all this person has to do, she's looking for an answer. If she wants to know where she is, put your swords down, take your blindfold off, and she'll be able to see. She's sitting on a rock before the water, and she can take a walk, around to the islands behind her. So, 8th house of money from other people. Mm-hmm. I think you want it in a hurry, but it's not coming in a hurry. And you might find when you go looking for where or when it's coming from that there won't be any because it's going too fast. Just a little, like a little bit of what do I want to call it? A lightning bolt up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Well, look at here, these happy people under that canopy. Guess what? You want to travel. You're considering. You think it would be fun to go on a long distance vacation. You think it would be fun to sign up for a college or a course in a subject that you like. It could be anything from flower arranging to astrology to reupholstery or actually going and getting another certificate for extra pay and for your job. That's education, okay? So philosophy, religion. Oh, you might want to explore other types of beliefs. Now, lots of people can go to the library and pick up books that discuss other religions. That might be fun for you. And so I think you're going to have fun doing that. And because we're on such a great roll here, I think you ought to be looking at ways you can satisfy your thirst for a long distance vacation. How do you satisfy that? And can you do it before the end of the year? Wouldn't that be awesome? 10th house is your career. What's happening in your career? This says nothing's happening in your career. How could that be? So, kids, is your job a sleeper? Is it like you could do it blindfolded and have your brain tied behind your back? It's so easy. One of those. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's your career. It's a drag, or it's a bore. It's a bore. So it doesn't. Excuse me. Excuse me, sweethearts. I'm not ready. Okay. You're still happy about it. Or maybe you're happy about it because maybe you're sleeping on the job because there is no job. And that's why you're so happy. Okay, 11th house. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Here's the real Pope, actually. The Hierophant is the fellow in charge of a large institution like a Pope. The sheriff is in charge of the sheriff's department. The bank, the president of the bank is the person in charge of the bank. So he has a lot of rules, regs, and T's to cross and I's to dot. So why is that there? That is strange to me. Okay. Oh, well, you know what, Honey Bunch? These are the fibbers down here. This is the person who's supposed to be telling you the truth. Now, okay. Well, what I feel like is this person in your house of friends has a greater interest in his own or her own role in a particular situation. He's more concerned about being right, getting money, blah, 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 all that. Not really concerned whether you're happy about it or not. And so he might be telling you fibs, which means that somebody could be telling you fibs. Why? Okay, now hang on. Let me back up. This represents authority. Somebody telling you fibs about authority, like an authority figure. Okay, well then let me just say this. It's in your house of friends. All right, if you're looking for a job, this guy represents people. You probably can get a job through people that you know. That changes the playing field a little bit, because if you already are acquainted with A, the referral, or B, the actual person you're going to interview with, it sets you up as a referral, a friend of a friend, not just some stranger on the street. Okay? So watch out for friends who don't have, but in the meantime, I'm still going to say, watch out for friends who don't have your best interests at heart. Okay? Watch out for authority figures. Watch out, because they could be the liars. Okay? 12th house. Ooh, is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Now, here we are having all this great, great stuff until we find out somebody's going to lie to you. And then this is like, when you go to sleep, you go to dreamland. This is a person who's walking away from a lot of stuff. It's 8 of Cups, and he's just had enough, and she has just left. So, okay, it's hard for me to find a place for that card when you have so many good, warm, and loving cards here. Okay, then I'm going to say, in the midst of the love and the kindness that you're having in this particular moment, that you're actually saying to yourself, this is the last time I'm going to talk to that person. Because this has to do with family and friends and loves. Now, even if they're your family and friends and you love them, some of them might be a little too tough to take. So you want to walk away from. So you're making plans when you go to sleep at night that so next summer you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to, or when you're finished with the summer, you're going to go. It's not going to be the same, because you are going to cut people off. Just walk away. They won't even know they're being cut off. You'll just walk away. Okay? Well, I hope that this is a really good reading, Taurus, and you look really happy to me. There are just a couple little hiccups over there, don't let those hiccups ruin your joy, because you've got 2 places where there are hiccups, and you've got 12 and 10 other ones that are glorious. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening. This is Sherry. Oh yeah, and Toby, my cute little corgi. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, and we'll see you soon, I hope. Thanks. Bye. Bye.